Before I let you go, Minister, I just had one more thing to ask you, and it's about something separate, more political in nature. I know you'll be familiar with the talk on the debate on the Hill today around your cabinet colleague, Minister Randy Boissonnault. Are you comfortable with him remaining in cabinet?
Yes, I am, because Minister Boissonnault has been very, very clear. He has first explained the confusion which is a confusion that many indigenous peoples sometimes feel towards their identity. He also has apologized for the confusion and the impact of that confusion on many and many others. So having said that, I think we need to move on and recognize that we have business to do in the House of Commons around housing in particular. Now, the Conservatives have been filibustering all the work that we needed to do in the last few weeks. We need to move on and do important things for Canadians.
Do you think, Minister, you would be as forgiving of a Conservative who misrepresented themselves as Indigenous when they were not? Do you think you would be as willing to give them the benefit of the doubt as you are your cabinet colleague?
Again, my colleague has been very clear.
He has not. With all due respect, he has not. He was forced into an apology by reporting.
Which he had to do, and which he did, and I'm sure he will keep explaining the confusion and explaining and apologizing for the confusion that this has created, and then to move on and do the important things that we need to do for Canadians.
Just really quickly, can you do both? And I think one of the really important things that your government has talked about so frequently is reconciliation, right? In that the Prime Minister, I remember referencing the relationship with the nation-to-nation relationship with Indigenous people as the most important one. How do you reconcile that with having someone in cabinet who essentially said he was Indigenous when he was not?
So that's why it's so important to focus on the legitimate needs and expectations of Indigenous peoples in Canada. We have made a lot of progress since 2015, but there is much more to do. And we all have a role to play. And that's going to be a long path. But there's a long path in the company of Indigenous peoples to achieve, as you said, the goal of true reconciliation and true affirmation of the rights of Indigenous peoples.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on that note. I've taken a lot of your time. I appreciate it, Minister.